Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the State of the Beauty Industry. I'm your host, Amon's Experience. Tonight, we have another very special guest coming in, checking in from Queens, New York, Sneed the Great. I hope everyone is doing their part to stop the spread. I hope everyone is well. If you have elderly in your neighborhood, please go check on them. Looks like we're doing an excellent job. The beauty industry is getting ready to open back up, hopefully in the next 2 weeks or so. As I said, Sneed the Great will be checking in with us momentarily. Sneed the Great, good evening, sir.
Bobbin G.
How are you, man? How are you?
Maintaining.
What's the climate been like down there, man, in NYC?
So what's the climate?
Yeah, I've seen some pictures, man, of Times Square, man, which, as everyone knows, that's a metropolis, man. Just to see those areas empty, man, is just, it's surreal.
I mean, it's a time in history that nobody something's going on that nobody ever witnessed before. It's different.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How's your family doing? Is your family well?
Yeah, they cool.
Have you guys been developing any coping mechanisms to deal with the pause?
I mean, I don't worry about nothing I can't control. I just clear my mind.
Okay.
You worry about stuff you can't control. You get stressed.
Very true. Very true. Sneed, were you born and raised in New York City?
I was born in Jamaica. I moved to Brooklyn in '89. Moved to Queens in '91.
Okay. Can you remember the date, the time, the space you were in when you decided you were going to become a barber?
Oh no, I was sweeping up at a barbershop.
Okay.
Yeah, I was sweeping up at a barbershop and I saw the barbers cutting hair and I liked that.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So I know the money was in the cutting hair, not the sweeping.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
So you just kind of hanging out in the barbershop, and you started taking notice to the money circulation within the business itself.
Now I saw the money, but I thought the craft was easy. I thought it was easy because I could see stuff and just do the same thing.
Yeah, man. I want to commend you, man, and give you your roses now, man. I've seen some of your work from afar, man, and you truly have that artistic ability. You have that ability to think with the left side of your brain. I've seen some of your dye jobs, man, and you're truly gifted, Sneed the Great One. How did that name come about? Did that name come once you discovered you had the gift and talent, or how did the name Sneed the Great One come about?
Well, Sneed, my original handle was Sneed the Barber. My brother name was Z the Great One.
Okay.
Yeah, so when he transitioned in life, when he transitioned, I just took the end of his name and added with mine.
Okay. Very unique, very unique. How long have you been barbering, Sneed?
I've been cutting hair since I was 12. So about 26 years.
Wow. What was your first pair of clippers? Can you remember?
A pair of walls, the ones that they used to sell at the pharmacy.
Okay.
Yeah, so the one that they used to sell at the pharmacy, but I was cutting so much hair I burnt the cord out.
Was that the one that came with like 3 guards?
Nah, it came with the full guard set. You know what I'm saying? What's up? It came with the full guard set, but like I was cutting so much hair, it burnt the cord out because it came with the little thin cord. Like it looked like it's in 2.
Right.
Burnt the cord out in like a month. Burnt it out.
So were you a basement barber or were you a bathroom barber?
I'm wherever barber. I have my
No, when you first started, because I remember when I first started, it was a hobby, and I used to walk around the chair in the attic. So I consider myself an attic. I went from the attic to the basement.
Nah, I used to cut hair wherever. I never left home without my clippers. That
Okay.
was like my wallet. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah,
So
so
during those beginning stages, Sneed, how did you develop your clientele? So initially you were doing, sounds like you were doing house calls.
no, I'm a consistent guy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm real consistent. So like I never lost a customer. The only time I lose a customer is if I'm either too busy or they say I charge too much. But that's the only time I lose a customer. But back then, I always had my clippers. So even when I had a even when I got a job, I still kept my clippers because see, I was making probably like $1,000 a week, like cutting hair. Like I would never go cross town for one haircut. I
Okay.
would pull up to a crib and I'll tell you like, yo, you got 10 people over there? I'm pulling
Yeah.
up. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh wow, wow, that's amazing, man. I can only imagine the atmosphere down there, man.
yeah.
In New York City, the city that never sleeps. So are you a first generation barber?
I mean, my pops used to zeke me, but I don't consider him a barber. But you know, he used to put the shitter on around a nigga. He used to
The
just
bowl?
the ball line around a nigga head. So that's when we started picking up clippers. I knew my brothers would let me practice because they getting twisted anyway. So you
Right, right.
like getting a fresh cut, and I asked you to try. You was getting twisted anyway, bro. You might as well let me try.
So what things have you been thinking about as far as reopening and the things that you're going to reincorporate or incorporate, I should say, into your business as far as sanitation and stuff like that? I know we're sanitation and disinfectant professionals, but I know COVID-19 has kind of we have to develop a different mindset now as far as
I mean,
protecting ourselves.
with COVID-19, I mean, I really think a lot of black folks, their immune system was just so weak because you know we like to eat a lot of greasy food, we like to eat a lot of shit that ain't good for us. So when you got a weak immune system and you got COVID-19, it attacks people with diabetes, it attacks
Right,
people with asthma, and those be the guys that get caught up. You know what I'm saying? You breathing heavy, like you damn near out of breath without COVID-19. So with COVID-19, it's gonna finish you.
right, right, right. Yeah, having those underlining, an underlining illness or compromised system, like you said, you're right. And I think the percentages are higher as far as our ethnicity is concerned because, like you said, our diet.
Correct.
Look at the things we eat, Thanksgiving, Christmas.
Because
We're eating those same food, same diet, and we're not counting those calories.
most of the time, you put your plate together. You put chicken, you put macaroni and cheese, you put uh the potato salad, and you might skip the greens. You know what I'm saying? So, but
Right,
you really need the greens because the greens is what scrub your intestinal
right,
walls.
right,
So you
right, right,
need, but a lot of people skip it. But my whole thing, you could drink it now. So you know what I mean. You don't have to skip it. Um, and then they don't like to drink no water.
right. I've found myself within the last few years, making healthier choices when it comes to Thanksgiving dinner, Easter. I go for the vegetables, like you said. That's what keeps your colon. That's like a colon cleanser, and that keeps you regular. When we're younger, we're invincible. We think we're unstoppable. We don't think about things like that. But as we get older,
But see, what I noticed when I was young, we used to ride our bikes a lot. So I was
right, getting that
always
cardio.
in these kids nowadays, because nowadays the kids don't ride no bikes. They tell their mother to send them an Uber,
Right, right,
right? My bike was the Uber, right? You know what I mean? Like the bike was the car. Like
right, right,
you get you a GT dyno, that's like a Bentley in the hood.
right,
You
right.
riding around with the mags. That's
Remember remember the mongoose? I used to have a mongoose back in the day with the seat that leans back when you want to jump a curve.
Nah, the mongoose was ill, but nothing was better than the GT dyno. None.
Yeah, those are pretty sharp with the mag wheels, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now I remember growing up, we would have to be in when the street light came on. And like you said, man, you would break because you didn't want to be in the house doing chores, pogo stick, double dutching, jump roping, bicycle, skateboarding, running bare feet in the middle of the street. You name it. We were a lot more active. And nowadays you see kids with iPads. The iPad and cell phones are the new pacifier, which absolutely blows
Right.
my mind.
I mean, I wasn't jumping no double dutch. You know, I might have played around with it, but
I had
wasn't.
older sisters, Sneeze, so they forced me to double dutch, man.
I mean,
I didn't have a choice.
it's jumping rope anyway. You know what I mean?
Right. So how do you currently schedule your appointments? Are you appointment only now, Steve? Or
Yeah. Appointment only. I don't do that. The business where a guy sticks his head in the door and tell you like, "Yo, how we looking?" Nah. You know what I'm saying? I like to plan my days out. I like people. I like my customers that live on the calendar. You know what I mean?
okay. So are you guys gonna have like you think you're gonna put like indicators on the front door and inside the barbershop where people can come in, but they're social distancing and staying away from because I think the ratio they're saying in New York is one client to one barber.
Yeah.
In
Nah,
the same
I'm
time.
not doing all that dumb shit. I'm gonna just tell the people to stay outside. Like come inside when it's your time to get in the chair. You know what I'm saying? I'm not putting them stickers on the floor. It's stupid. Yeah,
Where's
ain't no grocery.
right? Where's your barber located now, Sneed?
Oh, I'm in Hollis, Queens.
Okay.
Yeah, I ain't
I
putting stickers on the floor.
How do you have you ever been involved in any haircut battles? How do you feel about haircut battles?
I did haircut battles in Connecticut, and Atlanta. I mean,
Okay.
haircut battles are cool. It depends on what you take from the haircut battle, because the haircut battle could teach you how to be fast and efficient
Right.
if you paying attention to that. So if you on the stage and you learning how to execute, so whichever clip you pick up, it gotta work, it gotta cut something, it gotta be effective. Then when you get back to the barbershop and you implement that into your cut game, you might save 15 minutes.
Okay. So you've done mostly fastest fade competitions.
Mm-mm. I did the fade and beard in Connecticut, and I did the Andes total competition in Atlanta.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now before you got into the battles, what was your mindset? How did you get the universal 30 down? When it comes to getting down to 30 minutes, getting the fade in or whatever particular hairstyle you're doing.
I mean, I just don't waste time. I got like a 3-step fade that it works every time. You
Okay.
know, like I don't really like see when a lot of barbers think the client experience should be him talking a lot to the customer. Like talk while you cut and get the customer the hell up out of there.
Right.
Cause one thing about a customer is he likes you taking your time, but say when he in a rush today, and then he say, "Yo, I got a I got a job interview or whatever." He might not come to you because he know you take long. So it's like a gift and a curse.
Right. What is the most important thing one of your clients can do to get that fast and efficient haircut besides coming on time?
You said what they could do?
Yeah, what's the most important thing they can do?
I mean, just book it.
Got you.
Yeah.
What about the shampoo? If they're not shampooed or
I mean, I tell people come. I always tell my customers like, yo, a clean haircut get a clean head get a better haircut all the
right.
time. So my customers are kind of like trained. My customers are kind of like trained to come with their hair washed and clean.
Okay. So you would prefer that they come with their hair shampooed as opposed to spending an extra 2-3 minutes to shampoo their hair.
Oh no, I don't waste time. So if you come with your hair full of grease, I'm gonna rinse, I'm gonna wash it out, I'm gonna shampoo it, right? And
Right.
I'm gonna charge you.
Okay.
It's another service.
Got you.
So it's not like I'm not wasting my time.
Got
You
you.
it might push my my appointment back a little bit, but then it might not, because if I'm cutting with all that grease, that might make the haircut take a little longer anyway.
Right, right.
So it'll be faster for me to rinse like shampoo all of that grease out the hair and then cut their hair, because then I'm saving time. Because
Right,
if you cut a greasy head before, you know you're gonna cut hair and then you're gonna do a lot of brushing out, because
right,
that
right.
wrapped up in your guard, your blades, and you're gonna have to keep brushing it out.
Yeah, it
So
makes that machine work that much harder.
yeah, but
Doesn't matter how much spray and the spray you put on it.
I don't waste no time. I just cut it, do a shampoo it, and charge the customer. I ain't worried.
What's your all-time favorite haircut, Sneed?
My all-time favorite haircut? I don't care. I as long as the money coming in, man, I could do any haircut. Yeah.
Would you say the box, the brush cut? What haircut do you enjoy cutting the most?
I'm a businessman. I like doing the most expensive service the most, which is doing a hair unit.
Okay.
Whichever service make the most money, that's what I enjoy doing. I'm not in it to like fades. I mean I love fading, but I'm a businessman.
Got you.
Get caught up in like, woo, this cut is fire, because whoever paying, that's what I'm with.
Got you. Where do you see the industry? What direction do you see the industry going in as far as the non-surgical hair replacements?
I mean, the industry been there. I mean, it's just like anything, man. Some people could do it, some people can't. Some people like really get into it and want to learn about it, and some barbers want to cut. They want to cut corners and go on YouTube University and learn that way.
True. So you're obviously you're a fan of hair enhancements.
I'm a fan of money.
Got you.
Yeah. Enhancement make you able to charge more for your haircut.
Got you.
So as long as it's gonna add more money to the haircut, I'm a fan of it.
Got you.
Yeah. Cause see, a lot of barbers, they get confused. They thinking haircutting is like doing enhancement is cheating, but they gotta have skills to do the enhancement. Cause other than that, it's gonna look like shoe polish, and then then your customer not gonna want it no more.
Right.
Gonna be like, yo, don't put that shit on me, man. They was clowning me when you did that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, cause a lot of them come over on my side, and they be like, nah, I don't need that, and I'll be like, bro, just relax, man. Whoever did your shit before, it's not gonna be the same way I'm gonna do your shit.
Got you. Any self-care recommendations you can give the folks that are viewing, that are out in the audience, Sneed?
Self-care?
Yeah, like since we've been in the pause, some folks, so even guys, some guys don't even know, what to do as far as moisturize their hair and maintaining their hair before that next cut.
Then them niggas is stupid, man. Like, what do you mean you don't know what to do, man? Put some pink lotion in your hair or something and brush it, man. Like, that
I think, and tell me if you agree with me, right now, the value of the industry is at all-time high. If you were thinking about raising your prices or showing people, what your value is, now is probably the time to do that.
I mean, I tell these dudes, don't get too carried away with raising them prices if you're not raising your skills. Because if you ain't raising your skills and that price don't match them skills, you're gonna be shit out of luck. Because guess what? When we open back up, all the barbershops that them dudes that you've been cutting their hair, they gonna go back.
Right. So what have you been doing to stay in contact with your clientele? Just email, or just they check in every now and again? Because I see someone on here now that was asking whether or not you're open.
You said what I do to stay in contact with them?
Yeah.
I don't stay in contact with him. I mean, when I get back, I open up the book and it's a go, man. Look, when I'm at home, man, I ain't doing none of that shit. I mean, some people call me. I ain't gonna front. I have certain customers. Some customers they hit me up, ask me what's my cash app. You know what I mean? And they sent me some money on some like, yo, I know it's a tough time, so I respect them for that. You know?
Oh, that's great, man.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
All right, we're gonna get to the segment now, Sneed. This is a 21 question rapid fire. You're gonna answer these questions as quickly and as honestly as you can. You ready, Sneed?
Honest guy.
Say again. Yeah, I know you are. All right, here we go. Favorite genre of music?
Right.
Jay-Z or Nas?
Oh.
Rakim or Slick Rick?
Slick Rick.
Larry Johnson or Sean Kemp?
Sean Kemp.
Riddick Bowe or Buster Douglas?
Riddick.
Red Osier or Michael Jordan Steakhouse?
Who?
Michael Jordan Steakhouse.
What's that?
Red Osier.
What's that?
It's another steakhouse.
I'm a big.
Okay. favorite comedian?
My favorite comedian? Martin Lawrence.
Favorite TV show?
Shit. I got a lot of TV shows. I like all the.
Okay. Favorite actor?
I don't got no favorite actor.
Okay.
Yeah.
John Wayne or Clint Eastwood?
None of them niggas.
Louis Vuitton or Gucci? Sneakers or shoes?
Look, I'm a Buddha guy and I'm a sneaker guy, so I guess.
Okay, Ferrari or Maserati?
Oh, Ferrari all day.
Would you rather own a baseball franchise or a basketball franchise?
It all depends because the right basketball franchise could be worth just as much as the Yankees. So,
Gotcha.
like the Lakers and the Yankees is damn near almost the same thing.
Right. Which order do you prefer, Andis, Oscar, or Wall?
Wall.
Pedicure or manicure?
Both.
How many pairs of clippers do you own?
I own mad clippers, but I'm not one of them silly barbers with mad clippers.
I guess I'm one of those silly barbers.
It don't make sense.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. But you get caught up in the industry with the eye candy.
Now I don't even buy that shit no more.
How many haircuts can you do in an hour?
2.
Biggest tip you've ever received?
Probably like 500.
Would you go back in time or would you visit the future?
Oh nah, we move forward over here. I mean, the only time I go back in time is to see my brother or something, but other than that, we forward.
Good deal. All right, that's 21 question rapid fire. So what high school did you attend down there in Queens? Did you go to high school in Queens?
Yeah, Thomas Edison.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a tradesman.
Tradesman, that's the name of the school, huh?
No, I'm a tradesman. When you in Jamaica and they call you a tradesman, trade. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I fix computers, I do electrical, I do all that shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got you. Does anyone have any questions? Does anyone want to ask Sneed the Great or myself any questions as far as the beauty and the barbering industry is concerned?
Yes, sir. Get your questions up, man. I guess no questions.
Well, hey, if they don't have any questions, Sneed the Great, man. I really appreciate you coming on, man.
For sure.
I respect your hustle.
What state you in again?
Rochester, New York.
Okay, Rochester. Okay.
Rochester, New York. I got a couple of things that are going on. I'm going to reach out to you, a couple of days or so. But I respect your hustle, man. I respect your grind. Thanks for being a great part of the beauty industry and doing what you do on a daily basis. You have inspired me in a couple of different ways just by watching from afar, man. I think social media is such, from that standpoint, it's great because, we've never met before. I've never shook your hand, but I'm hoping once this is all over again, maybe we can chop it up and I can meet you at one of these Bronner Brothers events.
Yeah, for sure. CT Barber Battle. That's the Super Bowl for the barbershop joint. My boy Jay Majors. How long I've been cutting hair? I've been cutting hair since I was 12. So that's about 26 years. I'm 38. But it's not about, like, when people, like, that question right there is a question where, like, it don't really matter how long you've been cutting hair. Because I always tell the old heads, like, what happened? Like, what do you think that you got over the young guys? Skill? Because if he catch you in skill, it's over for you. Because now he's better than you on the internet marketing them haircuts. He got a bigger following, and he gonna make more money. So you telling him you've been cutting hair for 30 years, that shit is irrelevant.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I know for me, it was a hobby for me. I didn't know. I didn't start recognizing that I actually had the skills to be a professional barber until I started looking at the YouTube videos, and I took a step back and said, man, I can do that. And then I just did it, and I started taking the industry serious, and went out and started educating myself. And I can say that, some of those techniques, I kind of put a few of them together. Like when I first started, I had a pair of Andis Master Clippers, but I never used a guard. I didn't know anything about the half clip, the 1/8, the 2/8. I know on a measuring stick, there's 16/16, there's 2/8, there's 4/8, and all that stuff. But once I started putting that together, man, cutting hair, the hair just started talking to me when I started learning the feather and the blend, fade up and fade down. But it's been great, man. It's absolutely been great. So yeah, Steve, man, I really appreciate you for checking in, man. And I'll circle back with you, man, and the other folks that I interviewed to see how things are going at your shop. And the family and I are probably planning a trip down there, and I'll make sure that I check in. Sneed the Great is the owner, operator, CEO of Strictly Skills, Queens, New York, correct?
Right.
Hey, thanks, Sneed. I appreciate your time, brother. Peace. God bless.
All right.